Major League Baseball started its first work stoppage in 26 years last night at midnight when the owners locked out the players. There is significant gaps between the sides about when the players are granted arbitration and free agency rights. The players believe that not enough teams are competing on the field, that there are too many teams tanking, which is driving down the average player salary. So that's among several disputes between the players and owners. For each side, there's a lot at stake. The players, I think, feel like they did not do very well in the last collective bargaining agreement in 2016. So there are jobs at stake, certainly on the union side, to do better than they did before. The owners, they haven't made as much money as they are used to making in the past couple seasons because of the coronavirus and attendance restrictions. So, they seem less likely to give back or be more flexible, given their, I wouldn't call it losses, but not making as much money as they had been previously. The owners would like to make some changes to the game. Major League Baseball is average game time is in the 3 hours and 10-minute range. Major League Baseball feels like it needs to add to do things to change the game to make it more appealing to a younger audience. Players have traditionally resisted a lot of changes to the game in that vein, but it's really hard to tell kind of where they stand on it right now because I'm not sure they've even really gotten that point now because of the financial issues. Players traditionally report to spring training around Valentine's Day or early to mid February. I don't see. I mean, they're talking about maybe. I don't see them really having an agreement in place by then. That might be actually when they start really negotiating again in a serious way. So I think there's absolutely reason to believe the season could be disrupted in some way, shape, or form, or the start delayed. There are a lot of small towns in Florida and Arizona that make a lot of money off of spring training. And if it's disrupted in some way, it affects a lot of people in the service industry, in the hotel industry, in those areas when, players and owners and fans don't show up, for the start of spring training, or if spring training is truncated or shrunk. There are a lot of issues here that affect the fans and could be resolved in a way that makes baseball a better product for the fans in general. They have talked about, for example, they've talked about a draft lottery similar to the NBA, so that teams aren't incentivized to tank, so they clinch the top draft picks and things like that. I think it's always good when more teams are competing on the field, and I think that's what fans would like to see. Changes in play also could affect the fans.